I used to do magic tricks to survive my own mind. This was a long time ago. I was about 16. Not because I wanted to entertain anyone, no. But because it was the only way to escape the noise in my head. Anxiety had me by the throat, you guys. Depression ran the show. I ended up in the hospital, and no one could tell me what was wrong. They gave me false labels, like bipolar shit. It's completely wrong, by the way. I was misdiagnosed. Anyhow, it was the fact that I was just in my head too much and not moving my body enough. And one day I ran, not away, but forward. That one jog turned into a habit. The habit turned into healing. Before I knew it, I was running track, sprinting, pole vaulting, chasing freedom, not medals. That's when I realized movement wasn't just exercise. It was alchemy. It turned my pain into purpose. And that's exactly how I became the trainer I am today. Let's start the podcast, you guys. You are listening to the Masculine Mindset Show, a podcast for men to develop a backbone, a masculine purpose, if you will, and get more physically attractive, and even become more mentally healthy. All you men listening, I turn nice introverts into fit, self-entitled savages, if you will. And you might even become a little cocky as a result of your G status. More importantly, you guys, I also show you how to flirt and date more women and seal the deal. Just look at the show notes. They are all on my blog articles. Let's get into the content. The dark beginning. Okay, guys, this is the first part of this podcast called The Dark Beginning, but just do me a favor, please leave me a 5-star review. These past few episodes, I've been focusing on some newer topics that I've brought to my show, like energetic mechanics and also laws of influence on top of some ceremonies. But today, I'm going to go back in time, okay? So stay with me. Leave me a 5-star review. I have my premium products in the show notes. So 77 ways to develop a masculine mindset. And let's just keep fucking going, okay? Alright, you guys, I did not start with confidence, okay? I started with chaos. When I was young, I couldn't sit still. Not because I had energy, but because my thoughts wouldn't shut the fuck up. Every minute felt like static in my head. So I found something, anything, to distract myself. For me, it was magic tricks. Yes, you guys, I wanted to do magic. I would get that invisible thread and I would start floating things for people and people would honestly love those tricks I would do. Those magic tricks. And it was just kind of funny how that worked out, right? Yeah, but anyways, I had an obsession with magic, alright? I even wanted to learn how to meditate, not meditate. Levitate, that's what I mean, yeah. But anyways, aside from all that, every minute felt like static in my head. So I found something, anything, to distract myself. For me, it was magic tricks, okay? Cards, coins, illusions. I literally obsessed over them. True story. Not because I wanted applause, no. But because it was the only way to quiet the storm in my head, okay? But that obsession wasn't passion, it was survival. It was me trying to control something when everything else felt out of control. Eventually, it got so bad that I landed in the hospital. Yes, you guys, true story, okay? Doctors ran tests, therapists asked me questions, but nobody could pinpoint what was happening. Guys, I was even misdiagnosed several times. My family even said, that's not my son. You are giving him a false label. So anyways, the truth was simple. I was drowning in anxiety and depression. But to everyone else, it looked like noise, right? And in that noise, I remember thinking, this can't be it. So there has to be a point to life, right? Than just going into your head and thinking about magic all the time. Right? I would talk about it too much too, you guys. I would honestly talk about it way too much with my family. So I had to realize that people didn't want to talk about that shit all the time. But anyhow, that thought, that single spark of defiance was the beginning of everything that came after. So you guys listen to me. I'm going to get to part 2. Just remember, check out my other podcasts because this one's going to be a little bit different. I want you guys to understand that this is my story. If you don't want to hear my story, fine. Find a different podcast, but let's go. The breakthrough. Running saved my life. All right. So, you guys, I first started going on walks with family. Then I would walk the dog. But anyways, I would just start walking. This turned into like doing exercise tapes in my house. But then one day I just couldn't take it anymore, right? The walls were closing in. My mind was looping the same thoughts over and over. And I needed to just head out, right? So the only thing that was on my mind that I could think of is I stepped outside and I started running. At first it wasn't pretty, but remember you guys, I want to tell you, I first started doing exercise tapes before I got outside. But anyhow, at first it wasn't pretty. I was gasping for air, my legs burned, my chest felt tight, but something inside me started to shift. For the first time, the noise in my head started to fade. Not because I beat it, but because I outran it. Jogging turned into therapy. Running became my medicine, and sprinting, that became my freedom. Before long, I was on the track field in high school, running the 100-meter sprint, right? Flying off the pole vault, yes, even doing long jumping. It wasn't about competing anymore. It was about becoming. Every stride rewired something in me. The same kid who couldn't sit still finally found stillness in motion. And in those moments, I realized the body can heal the mind when the mind stops fighting the body. Guys, the mind's a very powerful tool. So some of you want to actually question some of my visualizations in my library. I suggest you not do that, because if you start doing that, you're questioning too much shit. Just choose to trust in the people that are giving you quality information. Now, let's get to the next part of this podcast, you guys. The evolution from Beachbody to building my own kingdom. Yes, you guys, I was a Beachbody coach, but listen to me. I don't do that anymore. I should really do a full podcast just on that story, but let's just keep moving forward. Once I caught that rhythm, I couldn't stop. Running gave me back my power, obviously, right? But training gave me direction. I started diving into every workout program I could find. P90X, Body Beast, even the 60-day Insanity, the old one, okay? You name it, I did it. These programs weren't just routines, okay? They were blueprints built for discipline. I became obsessed with growth, not in a toxic way, in a way that felt sacred. This was my healthy obsession. So each rep was a way to prove myself that the kid who once broke down could now build himself back up. So now you guys listen to me. Eventually I became a Beachbody coach. That was the first taste of leadership. Self-leadership, right? Following your own lead. I say that all the time, you guys. Just go to my podcast library. You'll hear me say it. Anyways, showing up for yourself. And also showing up for people, right? Showing people what's possible when they stop making excuses. Guys, I met Sagi, the beast, the man behind Body Beast. I also met some people from P90X, okay? Mark Briggs. I believe I met Tracy Morrow. Yeah, I think that's her name, yeah. I think she was in one of, give me a minute. P90X3, yes. The third one. Anyhow, let's go. I didn't want to fit inside the system. That's the whole point here, right? So I decided to get out of Beachbody, okay? No hate against Beachbody. I think they stand for a good cause, okay? I didn't want to compete in the same lane as everyone else, but that's the point here, right? I wanted to create my own lane, because that's what real fitness is. Not imitation, but evolution, okay? So I left the mold behind. And that's when the mission started to take shape, right? To become that personal trainer that I knew I could fucking do. Because you guys, I built my body, and I also even designed my own workouts before leaving Beachbody. But anyways, I was helping people get fit and rebuilding identities too. My very first client, shout out to Joshua Shore. Fuck yeah, I love that guy. He's covered in tattoos. Anyways, you'll see him on my sales page of Alpha Body Blueprint. But anyways, let's go. Guys, listen to me right now. You will see that I have the book of that, but it's not in the show notes anymore. Not on my website anymore. That's what I meant. Yeah. You can get the book, okay? Alpha Body Blueprint book. That comes with 2 bonuses, 5 foods, killing testosterone, and also post-workout shakes. Yes, you guys, those workout shakes, I've tested all of them, and they're so fucking good. Anyways, let's go. I want to briefly mention, before I get to the content, that I was featured in IBT Times. Yeah, I believe it's called International Business Times. Guys, listen to me. It's an article that someone wrote about me. It's called Turning Pain into Purpose, I think. Yeah, this does describe what I went through, right? But it's more like about some of the mentors that I've worked with. But anyhow, you guys, listen to me. All that aside, that does describe part of my story. But let's go. I'm going to put that in the show notes. Okay, the calling. Becoming a personal trainer, okay? When I first started training, it wasn't about money. It was about purpose, okay? Turning pain into purpose right here. I remember talking to Milt Marshall, one of the first guys who really saw me, right, you guys? He told me straight, you've already transformed yourself. Now it's time to help other people do the same. Guys, listen to me. If you read my hardcover book, I talk about how Milt Marshall is one of my inspirations to become a trainer, okay? One of my inspirations, yes. So when he said, you've already transformed yourself, now it's time to help other people do the same. That hit deep, you guys. Because in that story, I realized something important. Every struggle I went through wasn't random. It was reps. Reps in resilience, reps in mental toughness, reps in leadership. So I became a certified personal trainer. Guys, listen to me. I know a lot of you see these fitness podcasts. Can you do 40 push-ups like that one? Leg finisher, gosh, everyone doesn't really know about that one, but find that one. I really like that one a lot because that was my own finisher that I designed myself, like it's wall sits and box jumps. But anyways, suddenly I wasn't just a kid who ran from anxiety. Okay, I was a man who guided others through it. Guys, listen to me. There's only one way through your pain. That is to face the pain that you know you need to face. Okay. So I went through it, you guys. Walk through the fire, you guys. Walk through the fucking fire, okay? I love what my friend says. He says that all the time. He says, I'm going to walk through the fire and own that shit. So let's go. Anyways, training clients taught me something no textbook ever could. People don't come to you just to lose weight. They come to remember who they are. Guys, listen to me. Training is not about me just like yelling in your face. Like, I don't do that, okay? Some of you guys hear me yell on my podcast. That's honestly because I have a lot of passion in my voice, like a lot, and you can hear it. Like one big example you can find: 10x your masculinity and destroy the nice guy syndrome. Holy moly, I'm very intense, super intense. But anyways, again, the tangent behind that, you guys, is I have a lot of like drive in me. Okay. Testosterone, as one would say. But anyways, training clients taught me something no textbook ever could. People don't come to you just to lose weight. They come to remember who they are. I want to say that one more time. They come to remember who they are. That's how I see all of my clients. Joshua Shore, Dan Harris, Arina. Guys, Arina just reached out to me. Fuck yeah. Love that gal. But anyways, she's from Ukraine. The tangent is this, you guys. She told me, she said, Adam, you're still training? I love that. But yeah, that's one of my old-time clients from years ago. But anyways, yes, I am still training, okay? I remember, wait, hang on. Did I train Rachel Ha? I think I did. Yeah, Rachel Ha runs her own massage business. But anyhow, well, that was a very long time ago. Holy moly, I'm going down memory lane right now. But currently, I'm training Jason, Joshua, and Dan Harris. But let's go. Training clients taught me something no textbook ever could. People don't come to you just to lose weight. They come to remember who they are. All right, now, that's what drives me forward, you guys. Seeing someone go through self-doubt to self-command, that's the real transformation, okay? And it all started from one anxious kid deciding to go for a run, okay? Some of you listen to my podcast for the dating stuff, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, please still click on this one because I want you to hear my story, okay? This is how I became a trainer. But anyways, that's a whole different story. I believe I talked about that story already. Very early episodes, very early. I believe I covered it with Zach Zeller too. Yeah, Zach Zeller. He was CEO of Team Capital. How to enhance masculinity. But, all right, guys. The message from pain to purpose, okay? From pain to purpose. Looking back, I wasn't really that much different from you guys, okay? A lot of people, they really compare me to, like, themselves, and I always tell them stop doing that. But, yeah, I would train in, like, gyms, you guys, and they would say, oh, Adam, you can do plyo push-ups. I can't do that. I'm like, yeah, well, it also took me doing P90X and learning how to like modify first before I could really go to plyo push-ups and even go to like power push-ups. Power push-ups are way different than plyo push-ups. But anyhow, the message, from pain to purpose, looking back, I can connect the dots. But when I was in it, none of it really made sense to me. Okay. Depression, anxiety, hospital visits, OCD, all of that. All I saw was chaos. But now I know. Chaos was the training ground. Okay? Listen to me, you guys. Every crippling challenge that life gives you, don't get frustrated. Because here's what that means. The universe is testing you. Are you going to step up, or are you going to crumble and fold? I suggest you not let life break your fucking frame. Now let's go. Every panic attack forged my patience. Every obsessive loop about magic sharpened my focus. Every sprint, every rep, every breakdown was shaping the man I was meant to become. Fitness didn't just save me, it revealed me, okay? It taught me that strength is found in the gym. It's built in the moments when no one's watching. It's built in silence. The setbacks, the small wins that nobody claps for. That's when this journey really kicks in, right? And that's really what this journey is all about, okay? It's not about perfection, okay? Listen to me, guys. I would like obsess over perfect form when it came to push-ups. I was like, come on, Adam, just do the right form and don't do it wrong. I would always like be self-critical about that. But the teaching is this, you guys. Just take imperfect action, okay? My man Brendan Boyd says that all the time. I love that. Anyways, don't chase perfection, but mastering consistency, okay? Not escaping pain, but transforming it into power, okay? Again, turning struggles into purpose, right? So if you're listening to this right now and you feel stuck, don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it now, today. Lace up, step outside, move your body. That's how the new chapter starts. But if I can turn my anxiety into momentum, okay. Success loves speed. I want to say that one more time because I love that quote so much. Success loves speed of implementation. Guys, listen to me. I did hear that from Craig Ballantyne, but you know what? That is just such a good quote, okay? Really consider that. You can turn your pain into purpose. That right there is what this is all about, okay? If I can turn my anxiety into momentum, you can turn your pain into purpose. Don't allow whatever you're going through fuck with you. Show that you're not to be fucked with, and get through whatever you're going through and not let life get you down too much, okay? Let's keep moving forward. All right, you guys, it's time to step into the 14-day Mindset Muscle Challenge. Now, let's build momentum before the holiday even slows you down, okay? Most people wait until after Thanksgiving to start fresh. That's why they stay stuck. Leaders move before the crowd wakes up. This is your window, 14 days to lock in discipline. Guys, listen to me. I want to tell you something. Someone named Robert, I believe, got into my 14-day challenge, but I honestly, I looked at his progress and I was like, okay, I'm not going to actually have him continue the challenge, okay? So I honestly, Robert, no hate, okay? In fact, I commend you for taking action, but you need to actually do the workouts, you guys. So I want to tell you right now, if you don't do the workouts, I'm going to remove you, okay? Say that one more time. If you don't do the workouts, I'm going to remove you, all right? Now, it's not out of hate or negative energy. Don't misinterpret me. I'm just being honest with you, okay? I've had people go through it, and they will go through it. But that Robert guy, look, man, look. If you signed up, you got to do the work. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I don't know how to set up MyFitnessPal. Come on, bro. Really? Is that your excuse? MyFitnessPal is simple. Download it. But listen to me. If there's one thing I have to get across to you right now, that app right there is your stepping stone to eating the right foods, okay? Use MyFitnessPal. Anyways, this is your window. 14 days to lock in discipline, sharpen your edge, and show yourself what real consistency feels like. Spots are limited, energy is high. And once you commit, I'm with you every rep, every mindset shift, every breakthrough. So don't wait for motivation. Command it. Step in now before the excuses pile up with the turkey. But you guys listen to me. As I said, today's a different podcast. I've had some dating ones and all good, no worries. I'm going back to my story today. Now, peace out, you guys. Please leave me a 5-star review. I hope that now that you're hearing who I am, you can relate to my story. Because yes, I've had some stuff happen throughout my life. But again, turning pain into purpose. That's what it is all about, okay? Peace out, you guys. Leave me a 5-star review.